better because I was out of frame a little bit yesterday.
Yeah. Hi, it's me. It's us. It's the us. I'm dressed like a rich girl from like a tween movie, and I love it. It's
I'm still wearing the same pajamas I was wearing 2 days ago.
It's Mean Girl Winter, I decided. But yeah, I don't have much to say, let's just jump right into the game.
It is also December 27th, so we're gonna have a trial.
We're gonna have a trial. It's trial
Right?
day.
Yeah.
Yes. Every day is trial day except the first
one.
day. Loading content. Oh, all of that music.
Day 3. That's us. That's today.
I was distracted because I was like, my chair wasn't squeaking when I did a test right before we started stream, but now I feel like it's squeaking. December 27th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3.
It's nice today.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who is the judge here anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so...
Objection. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Oh, right, of course.
A prediction!
Oh!
Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Oh, that'll be a quick episode then. Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Objection. Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I will call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
See if I can remember what voice I was doing.
Witness, state your profession.
I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yup, I was.
Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Let's object to that. Objection, wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
Because he hasn't had a name in the last couple of years.
Yeah, he was not named. He was named a very long time ago.
Okay. He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Well, we should name him here then. Any thoughts? Let's name you Hargo. It was the night of the 24th. Oh God, I do not. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. And then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. It was real scary. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. And I'll fall asleep again. Very well, Hargo. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony, so you can't do that. There's no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now!
Yes.
No!
Mr. Wright?
Yes, I think I'd like to cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin.
I feel like I shouldn't need to.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Von Karma, are you okay?
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. I'm an old man. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight.
Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yep. That would make it the 25th.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time and everything. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
Don't fall asleep.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Oh. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep.
See? Continue.
I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. And then I heard a bang.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
I'm asleep again. Oh, from the lake, I figure, but I don't know. I don't have
Are you
good
certain?
directional hearing, but I mean, yep, I'm certain.
Good. Continue.
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake.
Was there someone in the boat?
Nope. I was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep.
Probably there was. You couldn't see them clearly?
Yep, at the time there.
You mean at the time?
But now I saw them clearly later. I looked back in time and I saw them.
Okay.
Then I heard another bang.
I saw some lady, they whatever. So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yep.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
By your window?
Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was a defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Oh, I meant to curse that.
If I know Von Karma, he spent time preparing his witness. Not gonna find contradictions very easily in this testimony. It's tough being a lawyer.
It's not easy being. Oops.
Being
Being fiend.
fiend.
Yeah, we already pressed this.
Yes.
I didn't mean to
Yes, you did.
click on that. Oh,
You
we already went over this. I love when he falls asleep.
You are wasting my time.
And you have to wait for the animation to go. And the bang.
I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh.
His dress is too big.
Dad!
Well, dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by too. My little boy.
Witness, are you sure that this person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him! That Edgeworth boy! I fell. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Someone please help Hargo up. He is falling.
karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. You shouldn't have cross-examined him.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I'd better act quick or this trial is gonna be over. I'll object to something. Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. That's a good point. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. Sorry, can you do me?
Okay.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do?
Object again?
Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have.
Yes.
If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. New record.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand. I will. Someone please help him up. He is on the floor. He is asleep. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. I wasn't paying attention to a single word I just said. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty.
Oh no! We lost!
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! What was that just now? Oops.
Huh?
It was me!
Huh? Larry!
What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot! I heard it too. Order!
Objection. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma.
Oh.
So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something that has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick! This is it! Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, is it our duty to hear him speak? Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Oh my god.
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2.
That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night?
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
All right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night?
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hmm?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I just fucking... God, now my fingerprints are really so fucked up. I see. Right?
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials.
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick! No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15.
It was actually closer to 10.
Whatever for us, yeah. Everything's on Larry now.
December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Alright, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. And Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
The night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. I did not pay for that. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang.
No, that's mine.
That's your zipper. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Night of the murder.
That night I was out in a boat on the lake. Press this one for all we've got. Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There are so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 o'clock when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
I was looking for something, and then I found it.
Looking for something?
Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock.
Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry. Also, it was night.
Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang.
Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat.
Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Nick?
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Well, there is one thing.
Present.
Not as
Second
deposition.
page. I heard two sounds just like gunshots just after midnight.
Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night.
Uh-huh.
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I don't like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard one gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh?
Not sure. How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude! With my headphones!
What?
Order, order, and stop that booing!
We hate him.
Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Van Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
I say continue the testimony, because otherwise we've got a problem. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on lonely Christmas Eve all alone by yourself.
I'm so sorry. Testimony title, I guess, reminded me. I think because he's in that DLC case in Spirit of Justice that we haven't played. And the title of his testimony, maybe this isn't a real image, but I've seen an image where it says Nick is a jerk face. And oh yeah, no, when that trilogy comes out, I'll be interested to play that case.
Yeah. That's what I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it in a real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade.
What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. I'm sure that gunshot.
What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Garma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. It's me, Larry Boubois."
Are you sure?
Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. She was like, "Mwah. Larry, I love
I'm
you."
not sure how it helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened.
Yeah, nothing about him being alone on Christmas Eve. He was listening to it real loud, but that doesn't matter because she was talking during that.
Gunshot.
Yeah. It's almost Christmas.
Well, we already pressed that, so...
I know what it is.
Yeah.
We all know what it is. It's just the most incredible,
Yes.
the iconic line.
That's not it. It's not
No,
the autopsy.
it is.
no,
Well,
there's that, but
there's the second lake photo that was
the
taken
first
in
one is
50, and the first one, where the gunshots was taken at 12:15 a.m.
Which was on Christmas.
Yeah.
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas! Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve!
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact.
Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Oh my God. Order. What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious!
What? Just 'cause I got these big pointy teeth? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mrs. Bud's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
I looked at it just then. It was an empty, taken automatically at 11:50. What noise would have triggered that?
Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does this leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is the fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Do we still have the party poppers? No.
I think it's that the gun fired...
Oh, it fired 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there were 2 after midnight and 1 before midnight, yeah.
This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Oh! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it!
Huh?
Remember that case with the steel samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya!
Yes?
If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty
That was
verdict!
in October, Nick. I don't remember.
Got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Wright?
the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, that one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
So the murderer and Hammond would be Edgeworth is the murderer.
Yes.
Edgeworth and Hammond would mean Hammond was alive at the time of this. So it has to be Edgeworth and the murderer.
Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond had met Edgeworth. Oh, you were doing it.
Oh yeah, well you.
That's fine.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this. Maybe we should call Edgeworth to the stand.
Ludicrous.
Oh, Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right. It's...
Oh, Lana.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, the old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop, Hargo? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way down out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of the crime was not on a boat.
Oh, what? Well then, where did the murder take place?
We got a point on the map. Show the judge where the murder really took place. You can do it, Maya.
The thing is that it really could have been anywhere,
Yeah.
but you like it.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah. I guess it might have been
Here, of course.
seen if it was somewhere else.
The boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. He was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Gunshots are quiet. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop! Oh, my neck. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker at the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop.
Whoa!
This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes?
I hit the desk. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
To create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
Oh, what? Oh,
what should I do?
Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
I tried to find him. That's why I came to you.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
It's not my fault. The search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know where he is.
Who he is.
Who he is, and where he is, and what he is, and why he is involved in this at all. Very well. Court is adjourned. You find me that man. December 27. 11:22 oh, it's 1:22, not 11:22. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
Oh, this one's getting annoying too.
Yeah, I gotta think of something else.
It doesn't have to be nice to listen to, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
But it has to be British. It has to be an attempt at being British. That's the one
really
rule.
bad at that?
Yes. Yay, Nick, you did it! Or, you know, maybe Australian.
Yeah, I did it.
Kiwi.
Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony.
Oops, I hit the monitor.
Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Oh, hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edward?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. I did it too early. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Alright, we're on break. It's break time.
Don't close. Okay.
I was gonna full screen it, but I don't know why I was gonna do that. I meant to full screen the camera. Uh-oh!
Uh-oh. Did Edgeworth kill a man?
You might have killed a man. I'm gonna get a snack and I'm gonna stretch and I'm gonna set a timer for, you wanna do 5 or 10 minutes?
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm tired.
I'm gonna do 5 minutes because I really love this case and I can't wait to keep going.
Alright.
But I do need a little bit of a
Yes,
break to get a little snack. A little snacky snack. And timer start. See you in 5 minutes. we're back. You gonna eat a candy cane? Okay.
Or you call me back. I was eating it.
Alright. That's fine. Let's get... Oh, goodness. I always have to burp after we go on break. Oh, that smells good.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's go. December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Right and go officers. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never.
Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Uh-huh. Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero.
I'm the one who did the work, Larry. Larry, you really helped us out in the trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Yeah, but seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yeah, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
Okay, they knew each other in 4th grade, but they met at the end of 3rd grade.
Sure.
But even then, 2001... Whatever. A class trial? You did debate club at,
No, it was...
Or, mock trial in 3rd grade?
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, They thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it.
Guilty, he did it! Guilty, it was you! Thief! Give me the money back! You're such a meanie! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, and you shouldn't be allowed in the relay race or in the... Hey, did you rob that bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right.
In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it.
Go over and apologize, Phoenix, and also the money back is the most important part.
I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it.
I love his shirt.
I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles. I'm a little baby boy. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the thief. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself.
The teacher shouldn't have to do it.
I am paid very poorly, but I will still replace the money myself. This class trial is over.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best of friends.
Best of friends?
The best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. He's been replaced. This is not the same Larry that was at that trial. That's why he doesn't remember.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I take it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. I'm gonna be so cool, and I'm gonna have, a dog.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. I know, Mia said it was stupid too. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him.
It's just so sad that you had to do all that to meet your old friend again.
He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth.
You have not seen this man in 15 years.
I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick.
That's a little weird.
Is that why you helped me out for free?
Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Thank you! I love you, Nick! Oh, Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. Very well, maybe.
First, there's that riddle boat shop caretaker.
Yeah.
We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need.
Grab my coat and shake it. Okay, oh,
okay, let's go.
Yay! Are you just gonna leave me here? It's
Yes.
kind of rude.
Well, you can leave.
No, I'm
This
not
is
allowed.
I did not say that.
Oh God, hi. December 27th, detention center visitors room.
You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That
Don't
trial was
tell
the
him
reason
that.
Nick
Don't
became
tell
a
him that.
defense attorney. Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Kiss.
Kiss the glass.
Why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory.
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Prosecutor Von Karma?
He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, your headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit.
No kidding.
Oh, God.
Why did he accept this case? Sounds like he's
Yeah,
a dick.
He's, Oh.
Also, is that where you got the cravat?
What?
The cravat from Von Karma?
Yeah.
Alright, whatever.
December 27th, Gold Lake Park entrance.
Hey, pal, long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You like some duct tape for that?
I chewed it back together.
You what?
Don't worry about it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Maya, again, don't do that.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
He's back. Eek!
No one could go into the woods today.
Oh, the woods?
Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one could go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, he killed her.
Oh no!
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Drowned her and bang. It was all she wanted to go.
Let's go to the Gold Lake Public Beach.
December 27th, Gold Lake Public Beach.
Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
Probably because they ran out of dogs.
Yeah,
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
Nothing here. Let's go to the boat rental shop.
December 27th, both rental shop.
Both rental shop.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
Huh? I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
This is so interesting that this is in quotes. He says it multiple times. Is he supposed to be quoting someone? Maybe it makes more sense in the Japanese version.
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That's true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Looking for my wife.
He's gone.
Who knows?
Oh, that's where the Steel Samurai went. He's taking her home.
Oh, December 27th, caretaker's shack. Nobody's home. Hello! Hey, it's Polly!
Aw.
I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
What should we
Let's
look
talk
at?
to Polly.
Let's talk to Polly.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
Do you know how to take care of a parrot? Also, you probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. They'll probably help.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's going to hate me. He's
gone.
not here.
He's
So we
not
can open
here.
the
That
safe.
reminds me of Nick.
Oh my.
Holly knows the number to the safe, right?
She does. Yeah.
Holly, what's the number to the safe?
1, 2, 3. Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
Okay. Sure there isn't any money in there, though.
There could be. He
I-
runs a business. Aw.
We shouldn't just take his money, though.
But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I guess, but whatever.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth.
3 simple,
It also
easy
says-
steps.
This is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your
I
life.
don't want to read it in like. And now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life.
The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. Profit? This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
Who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue.
Well, I mean, we got all the evidence we need. Really? Ah!
What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, never mind.
What? Tell me.
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Oh.
See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Because now we're gonna be sad because we don't get to watch it because we're busy with the murder. What's over here?
It's a stove.
Doesn't look like you use this kitchen much.
Yeah, Maya, we don't need to look at
I guess
this.
the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie.
What, you thought he was telling the truth? I guess we thought he was just...
Wait, I want to look at the fish on the wall.
Okay, fine, we can look at the fuck.
Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them?
Do they? I don't know, man. You mean pictures of fish they caught, right?
Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you?
Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away.
Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him.
What? Okay. Why do I feel like we're having 2 different conversations here? Let's leave now, maybe? Can we go?
Alright, we can go. Well,
where do you want to go now? I guess
Grossbeak said if we got any evidence, we should go see him.
Oh, yeah.
So let's show him our evidence.
Yeah.
Maybe we can we get there from... Oh, I guess we're coming here anyway.
December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet.
Alright.
Gumshoe?
Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow.
The boat shop caretaker.
He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, but I don't know what this voice is.
Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright, let's go to Right and Co.
Right and Co, and then we can go. Oh,
I think, unless it's
One
the
day
detention
left,
center.
Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
Okay,
can we go there? We can
there we
go.
go.
December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices.
Oh, it's so nice to have you back, Gordy.
Oh, he's gone.
When does he work anyway?
No, now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later.
All right, then we came all the way here for nothing.
Detention center.
Oh yeah. Maybe if we show Edgeworth.
Hi, Edgeworth. Do you want something? Do you want a present?
Edgeworth.
You want a present of your dead dad? Edgeworth, see this picture of your dad? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge. On me?
Yeah. Pretty
Who
fucked
is
up.
that old guy anyway?
Yeah, do you know him?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then.
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now was the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident.
Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent.
Let's talk.
Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago.
Shaky, oh no!
There's no one here! The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long. It felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? My fucking stress keeps falling.
Right?
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you.
You mean the nightmare?
Yeah. Flashback. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I had committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
Oh!
I think he changed it. I think that was different.
I don't think so.
But I don't know. I might be just... We saw it so many times that I feel like it was different this time, but I don't know. I think the time has come to tell all.
Alright, let's hear about it.
For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No! Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. Ah! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. What if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth, you mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father!
This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe...
There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. We tried to talk to him, and he was gone. But now, maybe that we talked to Edgeworth, he is back. December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices.
Oh, what do you know? Mr. Grossberg! Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
What happened? My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened.
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He
Okay. I was not prepared for this. I see. Oh, Edward dreamt he shot his own father.
I got confused about this at one point. I was like, how did he know that? Because it cuts away and they tell him.
Yeah.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No! I don't believe it!
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
Let's talk about Gagworth.
What do you know about Edward's father? He was a defense attorney without a peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. They were not defense attorneys at the same time, but...
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Yeah, but they're fucked up. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called it on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. She said, I am Gregory Edgeworth, and I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Exactly like that.
Yes, Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
She was. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yes, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost.
The thing is, I guess in theory he might have lied, like he knew it was little baby Edgeworth, and he was like, it was Yogi, maybe, but I feel like he wouldn't have been sure.
I feel like he would have said, well, it must have been him.
Must have been him.
Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
How do you know that?
I was there. I killed him.
Then he what?
So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. But he must have known.
You wanna look at
Do you want
this
a present?
letter? You want a present?
I'll take a present. Oh, this is nice. This is a letter.
Not handwriting. Ooh.
It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. He hated to... Oh, wait.
He hated skilled defense attorneys.
But he defended clients not for their own sake. Not for their sake, but his own.
I'm
His own
confused.
sake.
You said too many words.
Yes! He never trusted his clients, that one. He never believed in them. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough.
I do like that it says that he wasn't convicted due to a lack of evidence and not due to temporary insanity, because the insanity defense never works. It never works. So I do
Also-
like that they don't say that was why he was.
They do. I feel like they imply it a
They
little bit.
implied it a little
But
bit.
I
but-
also feel like that. So with then the spear medium thing, that doesn't make sense because he would have still been right that he killed him.
None of it makes sense. But it's fine. You'll understand soon
It
enough.
makes sense in due time once I mess with your brains a little bit.
Wait.
Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Well, we know it wasn't Edgeworth or Yanni Yogi.
And it is perfect
It is
handwriting.
perfect handwriting. and it's written in perfect detail.
Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure.
It could be literally anyone else.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
It was his little boy! His little prosecutor apprentice!
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father.
Oh, hi, Chica!
Chica
Chica
wants
was
out.
in here the whole time!
There's a kitty cat. He wanted out. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty of deal 6.
Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? It's not like they knew each other for a long time, and even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know.
I love his little
I
nose.
like his little mustache.
His little mustache and his little nose
His
and
little
his little
glasses.
glasses. And his little dumpling chin.
Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win.
Sorry, I'm thinking about it was 12 years ago.
But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Gregory versus Manfred.
Fight!
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney.
What
That's
happened?
I want that game next. Is fighting game Gregory versus Man.
What happened? Well, what happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was broken. The only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a
You
prosecutor.
slipped and dropped the evidence!
It was a mistake that he wouldn't forget. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
In It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations?
He never
Like
sleeps.
go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe!
He is from Europe.
Oh!
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
I don't know that they're that strange.
Also, have you ever been to Europe?
Yes.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? That wouldn't impact that.
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up Deal 6. You can bet on it.
He's not on trial for that.
What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to Deal 6?
He's not on trial for that. I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, they can just do that. Don't worry about it. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know? It's the same crime. And the only crime. I know that. Everyone knows that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him beyond the grave.
It's not a must. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. His dad was wrong too. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again.
Check what?
The police
Oh.
files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand.
Police materials.
Get some more water.
Yeah. So I get a drink of water while we go to the
I need so much.
Criminal Affairs Department.
This is all water. It's like a big waterbed.
December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy. Yeah, they're all doing it.
Oh, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Looks like Detective Gumshoe sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real.
I can see him outside doing it.
That's not really helpful, but I trust him. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now, I can't tell if just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually.
Von Karma's in the records room?
Nick, let's hurry.
Let's hurry, Eaglin!
Oh, fuck! I was dressed in my dress.
Records room! December 27th, Police Department records room.
Dusty as always.
They were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. Sorry, we don't have time to talk about this.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here.
Von Karma? Oh.
Von Karma.
Well, I guess let's look in this open
Okay.
drawer. Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking at it recently.
The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty!
What? What are you doing in here?
Look at that.
He's so wrinkly.
He looks like a grasshopper.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't know how you are correct, but you are?
Von Karma!
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
Oh, what are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I see how this guy was Edward's mentor. They're both evil.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
Yes, you're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. So let's present. You know, Missity Faye.
Why are we presenting her? You think I, a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information?
Creep.
Why are you showing him random things?
I wanna look. Okay.
Oh, it's Gregory Edgeworth's corpse. My favorite. I eat this for breakfast.
Is this yours?
Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this.
This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
We're not giving this to you.
What?
Nick, what is that thing?
Stun gun. For self-defense. Usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter.
No!
No!
Whoa, what are you?
Nick, run!
Is there someone at the door?
Ah!
Oh. It's Tika!
Ah!
Don't meow. Maya! Out of my way!
Ah!
So, you went out again?
He was attention.
He got us. The letter's gone, of course. He took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya!
A letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 and evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're the most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
To be continued. Oh.
He's back! Hello, Stinko.
Get up on my lap.
Little stinker.
He doesn't go up on the laps.
He doesn't.
Where are you going in the laundry?
Oh, it's tipped over. Did you do that?
Did you tip my laundry?
Okay, anyway, yeah, fuck. Maybe I should stop doing that. You know, just telling people, hey, I have evidence that you're guilty, and showing it to them.
December 28th. And that's tomorrow.
Maybe the
Alright!
last day.
Well, we gotta go pet the cat.
We do.
So, we'll see you. Someone showed up right at the end. You know, you can run the stream back if you want. But yeah, tomorrow is the last day of the case. We'll see you tomorrow at, probably again at 2:45. Because that's what we've been doing, because these have been long days.
Well, you can see him in the camera.
He's in the camera. He's trying to open the
One
door.
sec. One sec,
You
little
can't
boy.
get in the laundry. But we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, there we go. Happy winter time. Mean Girl winter. Everyone has to dress like
that?
this
That's what Mean Girl
forever.
winter
This
is?
is Mean
Okay.
Girl winter. You gotta dress like a rich bitch.
Maybe I'll dress up tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah. Bye.